In 2007, most Kenyans had no bank account, no credit card, no way to send money to family in another city without traveling there in person or handing cash to a stranger on a bus. Banks required documentation most people didn't have. ATMs were rare. For millions, modern finance simply didn't exist. Then came M-Pesa, and everything changed. M-Pesa, which means mobile money in Swahili, launched in March 2007 by Safaricom in Kenya. The concept was radical in its simplicity. Use the mobile phone network, which reached far more people than any bank ever had, to move money. No bank account required. No internet needed, just a basic mobile phone and an SMS. The idea came from an unlikely source. Vodafone and the UK Department for International Development were funding a microfinance project. They noticed that Kenyans were already informally trading airtime minutes as a form of currency. If people trusted airtime as money, why not build a real system around that behavior? Safaricom's CEO Michael Joseph took the bet. It would be the most consequential decision in African business history. The growth was unlike anything the financial world had seen. Within 1 year, M-Pesa had 2 million users. By 2010, it was handling more transactions in Kenya than Western Union did globally. By 2012, over 60% of Kenya's adult population was using it. Small vendors, farmers in rural areas, mothers sending school fees across the country. All of them suddenly part of a financial system. The numbers became staggering. By 2023, M-Pesa processed over $314 billion in transactions annually. That's larger than Kenya's entire GDP. The platform expanded into Tanzania, Ghana, Egypt, Mozambique, Lesotho, and beyond. Safaricom, the company that runs M-Pesa, became the most valuable company on the Nairobi Stock Exchange, with a market capitalization exceeding $6 billion. But the real story of M-Pesa is not in the numbers. It's in the lives it changed. A 2016 study from MIT found that M-Pesa lifted roughly 2% of Kenyan households, around 194,000 families, out of extreme poverty. Women in particular benefited. Female-headed households increased their savings. Women moved out of subsistence farming and into business. Financial independence through a phone. M-Pesa's success became a blueprint studied at Harvard, Stanford, and the World Bank. It proved that financial inclusion was not a charity project. It was a massive business opportunity hiding in plain sight. Today, mobile money systems inspired by M-Pesa operate in over 90 countries worldwide. From Bangladesh to Bolivia, from the Philippines to Pakistan, all of it traced back to one idea, one network, one country in East Africa. M-Pesa didn't just build a $6 billion company, it rewrote what was possible for an entire continent. It proved that Africa doesn't need to copy Silicon Valley. Africa can build solutions the rest of the world eventually copies. The story of M-Pesa is the story of what happens when you solve a real problem for real people and trust them to change their own lives. If you want more stories like this, subscribe. There are hundreds more where this came from.